Okay, so a few months ago I inherited my father's garden. I know nothing about gardening, but I thought it might be an idea to document what I'm doing to this as I sort of bring it back to life and, well, do something with it. Don't watch this thinking this will teach you how to do any gardening. It won't. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing, but I just thought it might be fun as a well, you can see in the background here there's an awful lot of it. It just keeps going and going and going, and I just thought as I start to do this, I thought it might be an idea to film it and to well, show you all the mistakes I make. I mean, it kind of works for what's that bloke with the farm, Clarkson. So let's see. I've already made a start, but yeah, there's a lot to do. So let's have a little bit of a wander. Okay, so it starts up here by the house. There's a garage over there that well, it's kind of falling down a bit. Then there's a little metal shed. That's my trailer there, and a few other bits of trailer and stuff that I've got going on. The tree I planted the other week, that wasn't there, so that's new. That little bed down there is new. I've pulled out lots of brambles and weeds and things from the side, and well, bamboo. Just started putting some bamboo in there. I want a bit of a screen to go up there. I think that'll be quite nice. This hedge, last year I gave it a trim, and you can see it used to come out to where the grass is now dead on the ground. So it's gone back quite a lot there. Another couple of sheds over there. There's a shed down here. And all of this, well, that was all terribly overgrown in there. You can see I did all this last weekend, and I've just started to get this clear enough in here so you can see what's going on. That cherry laurel was being pancaked between things that were growing over the top of it and things that were growing underneath it. And there's been a big problem with deer here over the years. So everything was eaten below about 1.5 meters, I suppose, where a deer can reach. I did some fencing just before Christmas, and you can now see under there just that aucuba is starting to grow back. Nice fresh growth in there. I can zoom in here. Can you see one thing? Yeah, look at that. Nice signs of growth. So the whole plot is something like 200 meters long. There's the front garden, then there's a house. The sort of upper bit of the back garden is fairly flat. Then it slopes down for a bit, down to that fence down the bottom where I put in to stop the deer getting in, and then up through woodlands to the far end. It's a huge space, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I'm sort of learning on the job, so to speak. So I'm just sort of working it out as I go. First thing I've been trying to do is actually make some fencing, hedging. So after having put the fences around to stop the deer coming in, I've then started planting hedge plants all around the edge. So there's willow and there's hazel and box and things that I'm starting to put in around the edges. And yeah, it's a lot to do. Everything's on an industrial scale here. You know, you think, oh, I'll plant a couple of willow bushes, and then you realise you've just had to plant 75 of them, and you haven't really done very much of the garden at all. And then the squirrels come and eat them, so then you start putting tubes over everything to stop the squirrels eating it, and then spraying everything with hot sauce. And it's all just there's a lot to do. I'm watching rabbits over there at the moment. Probably got the wrong camera for it, but I don't think you can see the rabbits right in the distance over there. Far look through the middle of the gap. You might just about be able to see a rabbit just running away over there. So, as I say, there's going to be a lot going on. There's a lot of plants to plant. There's ground to reshape. There's things to clear up. So I thought I'd start documenting it and see what happens. And well, hopefully it'll be interesting. Anyway, Right, well, I'll carry on, but I'll start to get the camera out every time I start digging and clearing things and see what's going on. Like I said, don't use this as tips on how to garden. You probably end up using this as tips on how not to garden, because I don't think this is going to work quite the way I think it is. But you know, we learn. We shall find out.